Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Full Throttle Sim Racing Points Truck Series here on Full Throttle Television. My name's Bertie Hanno. In the booth with me, Richie Coy. And Richie, we are set for some exciting racing here in the desert, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're going to be rolling the dice and checking it twice here tonight as these guys go around this 1.5 mile oval. We're going to see some fast speeds and some close racing here.
Yeah, this is one of those really cool 1.5 miles. It's fast, dude. It's just fast, and these trucks are going to be all up on top of each other. The draft practice package with the trucks keep them all together. Maybe if we get a long run, you'll see them start to separate a little bit, but we're going to see packs of trucks tonight.
Absolutely. They're going to be packed together. They're going to be doing some drafting, some high-speed, high-stakes racing action here. But it's going to come down to handling too. I think this track, once you get the tires worn out a little bit, it wants to slip and slide around just a little bit. You're going to see the packs kind of space out. But until then, man, you're going to be right on top of each other.
Yeah, and that always adds an extra element to the race. You're trying to race your way to the front, and it can be a little frustrating because this is another one of those tracks that the bottom lane can be faster, but if you catch somebody and they're running the top lane, they can make it really tough for you to get by. So it can be really frustrating, especially when you're a pack. If you get on the bottom lane, you get freight trained, and you can try to gain a spot, not make it, and then lose 3, 4, or 5 more spots because you get freight trained.
I tell you, looking at the track description, it's really, it was similar 1 and 2 versus 3 and 4, but it's really different. 1 and 2 really bumpy down towards the bottom. You see some of the guys even try to avoid the bump running a lane up the track. And in 3 and 4, it gets really slick off 4 for whatever reason. You either get too tight or loose there, and it can be really tricky for the drivers to stay off each other. Coming off that corner, we'll see those guys struggle all night to keep their lanes there off that corner for sure.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of guys are going to be, you have to kind of set up the truck loose, very loose in the beginning of the run to try to not, because your truck will tend to get tight as it goes on in the run. So you set it up looser at the beginning to try to stay as loose as much as possible before you start knocking the walls down. But we could see trucks spin out early, and then we're going to see trucks banging on the walls late in the run.
Yeah, last week we were at a 2 mile oval, Auto Club Speedway, where Justin Gann took home the win there. Some great battling, a great finish there behind him as well for second. It was a very exciting, very intense, and a lot of good racing, a lot of green flag racing last week. I expect to see the same this week, but we got a little more banking and a little less track, and that's going to put everybody just a little bit closer, and it's going to be fun to see who gets it right.
Yeah, and I expect to see the same people that did well last weekend are going to do well this weekend. Tracks are somewhat similar, but you're right. It's a little bit closer corners, a little bit skinnier than Auto Club, so we can't do that 5 or 6 wide. We can only do about 3 to 4 wide here.
And looking at the point standings for this season so far, 4 races in the books. This will be our 5th. Ryan Chapman leads the way. Nicholas Moreau in second. He's right there behind him. It's really close for the top 4, all within 4 points, Richie. A 4-way battle within 4 points for first through fourth. And don't forget about some of the guys back there. Simon Madigan hanging on right there. Jonathan Atkins can show up at any point. Clark Ginnikin, of course, had a great run last week. He's going to be a contender. Just a great points battle towards the front.
Yeah, these guys are, they're right on top of each other. I mean, 15 points back to 6th, but Clark Inikin won the O'Reilly race last night, so he's already got a win here at Las Vegas this week, so he could be a factor. And with that 15-point bonus for winning the race, you can move up pretty quickly here.
Yeah, for sure. Anything can happen here for sure. We're looking at the schedule here. For the trucks, of course, this is being the 5th race of Vegas. We got Darlington next week. That's going to be a challenge. It'll be a lot of fun to see that, though. Then we had a Talladega, another super speedway. Then we got a Rockingham, a lot of fun tracks. Bristol in there, Kansas. It's going to be a lot of fun in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, pretty challenging schedule. A lot of different variances in track lengths and track sizes and track types. So, yeah, a very fun schedule.
All right, I think they're about finished up with qualifying here. We're going to get ready for the starting lineup for the Las Vegas 200 Sim Racing Points Truck Series here live on Full Throttle Television. Let's throw it to our starting lineup. On pole tonight, let's see if I can get my starting lineup to show up here. There it is on pole. We were just talking about him. He's going to be a contender. Clark Ginnikin starting from the pole. Number 27 Chevrolet on the front on the pole. Joining him on the front row, returning after a couple weeks off, is the 18. That is James Morris in a Toyota. Starting in third spot, going to be last week's winner, the 3, Chevrolet of Justin Gann. And beside him, an up-and-coming driver we got to keep an eye on, the 13, Chevrolet of Aaron Satcher. Starting P5, the 17, that's Ryan Chapman. I know he'll be quick and in contention all night tonight. And the 71 of Brendan Polk going to join him on row 3, starting in 6th. 7th spot going to go to the 24 of William Lark, with Nicholas Moreau in the number 15 Toyota beside him in 8th. 9th spot going to go to the 32, Victor Pfluger here, with Marshall Johnson in the number 9 Toyota, joining him in 10th. 11th spot going to go to the 29. That is Derek Catt in a Chevrolet. Beside him is the Toyota of Chris Gorin, the number 89. 13th spot going to go to Ted Pullen in the 95. And 14th going to the 57 Chevrolet of Jonathan Atkins.
15th starting spot, we have the 99 of Michael Thwaites, with Brett Gardner in a 00 to his outside in 16th. Christopher Harrison is starting 17th tonight in the 87, with Eric Driggins in the 98 to his outside in 18th. Barry Kramer will roll off 19th in the 44, with Martin Garreau in the 50 to in 20th. Tanner Tomasi, it will start 21st, with Stephen Hasse 22nd. Brian Bliss will roll off 23rd, with Alex Murphy 24th. Michael Blackner will start in the next row in 25th, with Chad Lang to his outside in 26th. Chris Beck rolls off 27th, with Dave Nestor 28th. Kyle Malikian 29th, with JC Evans 30th. Shad Curran and Tony Solari are in the next row, 31st, 32nd. Simon Magnan 33rd. Joshua O'Connor 34th. Robert Malikian 35th. Fred Moreau 36th. Jack Ritchie 37th. Alan Duranco 38th. Casey McMullen 39th. Donnie Batiste 40th. And Joseph Burgess 41st.
41 trucks, I should say, taking the green flag here tonight. It's going to be a stacked field. We'll see who can find their way to the front and get it done here tonight at Las Vegas. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a long race. 134 laps. The first stage comes to lap 35. We'll see who can get there first. We work through 3 and 4.
That's it. Pace car is about to come off. We're about to go racing. Let's get it on. Let's get it going. Look at James Morse in a brand new black truck out there. That's kind of nice.
We're going to race into the darkness, but before we got to get this started, Clark Ginnigan going to bring them down. James Morris on the outside waiting for the green. Green flag flies, and we are racing here at Vegas.
A little bit of a checkup there, but 2x2 as they go down. In fact, Nicholas Moreau makes a move to the inside, and here we go.
A lot of trucks trying to funnel down in the line here as everybody's trying to fight for that bottom here to start down the backstretch. Got one guy falling off the pace back there going to the rear, but it's hot and heavy up here up front.
Yeah, we got Aaron Satcher trying the outside here out of 3, trying to take over the 3rd position, maybe even the 2nd position as they go down the front stretch.
I think it was Martin Groh pulling off there on the backstretch. No, it was Brian Bliss. Going to the rear of the field, just trying to hang out, get settled in here at the front. It is Clark Ginnigan, Justin Gann, a couple of teammates leading out front, with Aaron Satcher in 3rd.
Yeah, Aaron Satcher trying to look to the inside here, and as we're looking back here, Marshall Johnson shooting around the outside, put him up into a P5, I believe.
Right on board with Johnson, racing off into turn 1. Looking forward, I believe that is still Satcher up top of Justin Gann. No, it's Justin Gann up top. Aaron Satcher on the bottom.
Yes. And now you got Marshall Johnson outside of Ryan Chapman as he's moved up alongside of Aaron Satcher. Put Marshall Johnson to the front, going to the front. Oh, he gets loose.
He is so loose right there up top. He has to breathe it. Probably took a breath himself there when that happened. He's going to try to fall back in line and regroup.
That's what I was talking about, that these guys set these trucks up loose early to try to stave off that inherent tightness that comes later in the run.
Three wide. 3 wide back there. They just made it 3 wide. Part way up the track, almost into the wall there. On the outside of Chris Gore, that is Brett Gardner.
Yeah, the 00, and there's Jonathan Atkins there with William Larkin at 24.
I said this is going to be kind of a draft race to start. And when things kind of settle down, when you start getting some age on these tires, you'll start seeing things kind of spread out a little bit. But you got to survive. You got to survive till then, though.
Yeah, you do. And you're in a pack, which makes it even worse because you're at the mercy of not only your truck getting loose, but others. As we have a change for the lead here, Justin Gann to the outside takes the lead.
Justin Gann goes around, pluck in, give me from his teammate. Gann now going to lead this lap, get that lap led.
Oh, I thought they were going 3 wide.
I did too. I was watching that back there. Marshall Johnson scoots up the track just a little bit. Can't leave that door open. We've seen Brett Gardner making some dicey moves early on. You don't want to open that door.
Yeah, I think Aaron Satcher tried to drive up alongside the 27 coming out of the corner and didn't make it and had to lift.
Oh.
And
who's that on the apron there? Somebody was on the apron on the bottom there. I don't know if it was Satcher or Chapman. Got all kind of squirrely, kind of shook everything up right here up front just for a second.
I didn't see it, but I'd have to say maybe Ryan Chapman because he's back with Brett Garner now outside of him. Looks like he might have lost a little spot.
You talked, Richie, about setting your truck up kind of loose. You have to kind of survive through this, especially early on in this race before the sun sets. It's going to be a little dicey. The track's going to be a little slick. You're going to have cars all around you. Oh, as we see a caution. Caution flies for the first time tonight. It's like...
Mulligan? Number 42, maybe?
He's back there.
Saw him slowing. I can find him.
We'll have to go back. Let's look at our best one time and all the care instant replay, see if we can nail down what happened. See him racing with another yellow car right there. Oh, yeah, contact from behind. Since Kyle left
Jack Ritchie. Jack Ritchie in the 72.
Yeah, Jack Ritchie started from the rear. Trying to work his way through the field here. Sticks his nose inside the 42 there.
I'm not sure if he thought the 42 was going to stay up top or what, but yeah, just definitely gets a little bit in there. I don't think Kyle maybe knew he was there.
Right over the 42.
I think there's some words going on right now. I don't think Kyle really appreciated that. As the 42 has driven up alongside the 72 here as we're pacing under caution. I think it's possible. Go ahead.
Hey, I got to show a little patience early on here. Coming from the back, it's not going to be the easiest, but yeah, it's unfortunate for Kyle. He backed into the wall, but he kind of backed it square into the wall. I kind of wonder if he can get some of this damage fixed and rebound here. But with iRacing, any of that damage at a track this fast, the aero's going to matter.
Yeah,
and that could be a problem later on.
Especially at a track where the trucks are already loose to begin with. But I think Kyle just drove up and was just telling him that Jack was number 1. I thought that was actually pretty nice of Kyle to do that. After what happened.
I thought he was maybe asking him if he wanted to go get dinner after the race tonight or something.
I could be. Maybe that was to want to go eat in one thing. I don't know. It's possible. But Justin Gann taking up where he left off last week at the front of the pack with his actual. I think didn't Kinnigan get second last week too? So these two guys picking up where they left off last week.
Yeah, they are. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think week in, week out. We've seen speed from them before, and then continuing it tonight.
The question is if do they have the long run speed to back this short run speed up? As Marshall Johnson's going to line up third with Aaron Satcher fourth.
All right, they're going to get 2x2 here. Get ready for the restart here. We have completed 9 laps here. Racing a lap 130 or lap 35.
135. Racing a lap 35, not 135.
Well, we get 35. We get 35 out of the way, and we'll get a 134.
There you go. I knew it was something like that.
Just messing with the audio. levels and everything. Hope everybody's hope we're all good out there. You guys let us know in chat who you're pulling for. We got one message.
Yeah, I believe we have a Jack Ritchie fan that was
Free 72.
Free 72.
He did nothing wrong except for the dot bomb. You're right.
Well, I think they were referring back to last week when he when.
Oh, except for the restart last week. You're right.
Yeah. Yes. But speaking of restarts, here we go. Pace car's about to pull off. What do you think it is?
All right. Yeah, pace car's going to peel off. It's going to be Justin Gann leading. Clark Ginnikin. Gann taking the outside lane. Enter the restart zone. Green flag flies, and we're off and racing once again.
I think that's a little bit of teamwork there, where Justin Gann was able to be able to come down in front of his teammates. So I think that was a play. But Aaron Satcher losing a little bit here is Brett Gardner and Ryan Chapman both making their way underneath him down the backstretch.
Starting on that outside, man, it's tough. It's tough to get going if you're not on the front row. You see the 9 getting pushed by Brett Gardner. Gardner going to look to the outside now.
Right.
Oh, this is tight. 17 on the inside.
3 wide still. Moreau up top. Jonathan Atkins made his way through there. Followed by Tana. 3 wide now between Satcher, Morris, and Chapman.
3 wide up here for second. It's actually 3 wide for fourth now, or third.
I thought they may have going to go 4 wide there for a second.
Still 3 wide back there. That's tough. Clock's ticking when you go 3 wide like that.
They do know there's 22 laps to this stage, not 2, right?
Well, up front, got Justin Gann leading, but Brett Gardner now on the inside of Clark Ginnikin, and they are all. Who's loose? Oh my goodness!
Tanner Tomasi in 09, completely sideways in the middle of a 3 wide, and they did not wreck.
This is a recipe for disaster. Close racing right there. Who's the inside? Jonathan Atkins to the inside of Tanner.
Yeah, there's 2 teammates right there. Jonathan and Tanner are teammates, but put James Mars through.
Ooh. Oh my goodness! I don't know how they haven't wrecked yet. It's just so close.
And they're all. Every time I see them, they're sideways. But they've settled down to just 2 by 2 by 2 now.
Yeah, they're giving each other a little more racetrack to work with now. Now that they're 2 wide, but
yeah, they're 2 wide now. I can't keep up. Now they're we're going to go 3 wide again.
Yeah, Tomasi sticks it in 3 wide under. That's 27 of Ginnikin.
No, that's James Morrison, 18.
Oh, that's right. That's the other black truck.
Yes. Still 3 wide as I go down into turn 1. Tanner leaning on the 18 on the outside.
Ooh.
And he's still sideways. Jonathan Atkins moving up a little 2 positions there. Not so long ago that.
I'm watching this. Oh, you see Clark Ginnikin up the track in 3 and 4. It's going to open the door for Ryan Chapman looking underneath. Chapman going to take second spot.
We're 3 wide behind him. Tanner Tomasi goes to the inside to make it 3 wide down the front stretch. Still 3 wide. Not so long ago, the 00 was trying to get by the 27 for the lead and is now kind of slowly. 18's in the wall. But the 00 slowly kind of going backwards here as other guys are starting to march to the front.
It's funny to see the different driving styles too. Some of these guys are kind of smooth with their inputs, and they're, just kind of taking it easy, trying to, take it easy on the tires. And, you got some guys, one we're watching right here, right now, that just seems to sling it into the corner and hope for the best. You got everything, you got everything going on right there.
That's the old, Clark Ginnikin completely backwards going in the corner. He's going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe more spots here. Yeah,
he's up the track and going backwards right now. Slots in on the outside lane right in front of the 15 of Nicholas Moreau. Right to the inside of him is, I think it's Brett Gardner.
And as that happened, Ryan Chapman takes the lead going into one. Put Ryan Chapman to the lead, and Jonathan Atkins and James Morris barreling down on Justin Gann.
Now for just a little bit of a breakaway, you got Tanner Tomasi leading in that 5th spot. This group, this hungry pack back here behind him is going 3 wide yet again off the corner. I thought so, maybe not. Back to 2 wide.
Jonathan Atkins moves up alongside Justin Gann going down into 1. This is what I was talking about before. You can have really great short run speed here, but sometimes that kills your long run as, the 3 comes up in front of the 57 sideways as we're going down the backstretch here.
57 goes to the bottom. It's Atkins on the bottom, Gann on the top. Just James Morris in the back there watching together, but here comes Tanner Tomasi underneath of James Morris. 2x2 for second on back.
Meanwhile, Ryan Chapman has moved out to a 3 to 4 truck length lead. It might be the biggest lead of the night as Jonathan Atkins is up to 3 wide.
3 wide again off turn 2. Tanner moving up the track. Beating and banging with who's that? James Morris.
James Morris, yes. I'm surprised that that's the first bit of contact that I've seen so far with those 3 wide.
Don't know how they survived that one, but they did.
They did. Put Jonathan Atkins in the second as he's now looking towards Ryan Chapman. They are closing in on him. Tanner Tomasi is 4th, looking to get by Gann coming out of turn 2 here.
By 2 for 4th, for 6th. Right now, Tanner Tomasi on the outside, James Morris to the inside. Those two have been close a couple of times already tonight. Really close racing. As a matter of fact, we have a battle for the lead. Jonathan Atkins looking to the inside of Ryan Chapman for the lead here on the front stretch.
Yeah, is he going to clear him through 1 and 2 here? Not quite.
And he wanted to, because that's going to allow Ryan to run down the backstretch, gain that momentum off the top, and he's going to retake the lead here. And side by side for second, Justin Gann on the top, Tanner Tomasi on the bottom. Everything happening right here in front.
Yeah, Tanner got through the middle of 1 and 2 really good and drove up underneath Justin Gann. This is what I was talking about. You go for one pass on the inside, don't make it.
3 wide for the lead. The 3 of Justin Gann fills that gap as the 17 goes all the way to the top. We got 17 of Ryan Chapman in the wall there. Everybody checks up and makes it through, though.
We're still 3 wide. Tanner Tomasi goes up caution.
Caution flies.
The 12. I see the 12 slowing on the backstretch.
Shaq Curran slow on the back there. It's going to bring out the caution. Man, things were getting dicey up front. Caution number 2 comes out. Let's look at our best one tire and all the care instant replay. See what happened here with the 12. He's side by side with someone back there. Contact, just a misjudgment. So the truck at the top didn't go all the way to the top. And I think the 12 of Shad probably expected him to be at the wall there.
That was the 43 of Chris Beck, and I think he might have rammed the 12.
Oh, I see what you did there. The new Ram getting some action here. Him and the 12 getting together.
Yeah, so we haven't actually even brought that up.
They were. That's the worst thing to do. You're running towards the back, trying to take it easy, and you get in the wreck.
And you are the wreck. All right, who's going to pit with 10 laps to go to the stage here? Justin Gann coming down.
He is the only one of our top runners, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Well, if you'd had a few come with you, if you'd had like 10th on back come with you or something like that, that might have been okay. He's going to go all the way back. A couple of back ones in the back.
The next car to pitted was 36th in line. Oh, man, that's going to be... But we did see last week, Jack Ritchie did almost make it to winning the stage with 7 laps to go when they restarted.
Yeah.
I don't think he was as far back though.
But you had, yeah, I don't think he was as far back, and you also had, I think you had more laps, and you also had more track. You had a you had a wider track.
You had more track.
It's going to be hard
Yeah,
for you
yeah.
to find somewhere to go here that far back.
So, and we've completely changed now. Justin Gann and Clark Innigan were the class of the field for the first half of this stage, and now Justin Gann on pit road and Innigan back to fifth, and now put Johnson Atkins, Ryan Chapman, Tanner Tomasi, and James Morris 1 through 4.
I wonder if Justin had damage because he's still sitting there. He must be repairing damage. That must be why he came down.
I didn't see him hit anything, but that doesn't mean he didn't.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he
There
didn't.
was a lot going on, so there's a chance we could have missed some stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah. So they 2x2 here as the lights on the pace car go off, and we're going to have our last pace lap before we go back to green.
It's going to be 8 laps remaining to the stage. An 8-lap shootout for the stage win here. Get Atkins up front, and he's going to have control of this race. I think he's going to have a good shot to get a good restart here and clear the field. The question then is, where do you run on the track? We've seen the high side work, the low side work. Where do you want to be?
Out front.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it really matters. You're gonna want your truck to be wherever you think your truck is fastest. But if you're out front, you got that precious clean air.
I always had that issue here. I always try to figure out where I needed to be and top side, bottom. You don't want to open the bottom up for somebody to dive in there and challenge you. But at the same time, you can get that momentum off the top. You can probably hold the guy on the bottom off.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it time and again that the guy. I'm actually impressed that Jonathan made that pass on the bottom because it is so tough to pass on the bottom here. But he made it work. So, and Jonathan's a high rider too. He likes the high line. So I'm curious to see where he's going to go.
Well, we're going to settle it. We're going to figure it out here. 8 laps remaining to the stage. Pace car's going to take that. No, they're going to extend it 1 lap.
Oh, I might have a couple cars out behind, out of line. So, all right, stack them, re-rack them. Here we go. So lights are out on a pace car, and here we go again.
Well, it's going to be 1 less lap. These guys are going to have to fight here. So I wonder how that's going to play out. Looks like Donnie Batiste was the one they had to wait on to get him lined up properly.
And let's see, is Justin Gann back out on the racetrack?
He
Did
is.
he come back out?
He is lined up right in front of Donnie there.
Okay. Didn't lose a lap, so he's on the lead. He's on the lead lap, so that's all good. Yeah, maybe fixing damage. Now's the time to do it for sure.
We are officially under the lights here at Vegas. Get the lights shining off those trucks, looking really nice down the back stretch. We'll see how shiny they look after the race. The way they were racing there's going to be a few donuts on the side of these trucks here.
I'm impressed that we've only seen minor amount of contact out there, that these guys are running 3 wide, 2 wide, doing a hell of a job out here.
It has. It's been very entertaining. It's been fun to watch. Let's just hope they can keep it pointed the right direction here. So we're going to have 7 laps remaining for the stage. Who's going to take the stage win here at Vegas? Is it going to be the 57, the 17, or somebody else? Pace car's off. They come to the restart zone. Atkins going to lead them down in the 57 to 17 of Ryan Chapman on the outside. Green flag is out. And Atkins does get that great jump that I was talking about.
Yeah, fantastic jump, and a good jump for the 09 of Tanner Tomasi, Jonathan's teammate, as he's underneath Ryan Chapman there for second place.
Already tied off the corner, try to get that run down the backstretch. The 17 is still side by side for second. This is what Jonathan wants to see.
Yeah, sort of. The whole field, though, is coming down and barreling down on him into 3 here as they are side by side.
The 09 still beside the 17. 17 going to have a little bit of a run on the outside. They're going to be door to door at the line for second. James Morris watching on in third.
James Morrison now put Brendan Polk, James's teammate, up into P5 as here he comes from nowhere on this restart.
I'll tell you that 17 taking a real wide berth into turn 3. It's going to make him 3 wide down the backstretch going into turn 3.
You know what happens when you put people 3 wide? Sometimes they get to do it back to you going into turn 3 with a couple laps to go with the stage. As James Morris is looking for P2 there on the back.
Tech Racing 18 moving up the track a little bit. That's going to cause, it's going to make it a little risky there as they head off into turn one, though. He gets a good run through one.
It's not quite clear yet.
17 going to cross them both over. Yes, he is. Here comes the 17. Ryan Chapman back to the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact as they enter the corner.
17 now purely in the second. What a move from the outside to the inside to second place.
4 laps to the stage. Still a lot to happen here. 3 wide behind them for 6th.
There's just racing everywhere. This is crazy. 3 wide down the backstretch with the 0-0, the 0-0 to 27 and 15.
Great job by everybody so far here.
Now they're 3 wide behind them, the road back. 72 of Jack Ritchie, the 99 of Michael Thwaites, and the 32 of 32 of Victor Fluger. And by the time I said that, they all cleared out.
So up front, it is Jonathan Atkins. Ryan Chapman trying to chase him down in second. Third, Tanner Tomasi. Fourth, James Morris. Morris all over. Oh, Tanner Tomasi out of shape. I was just about to say James Morris all over the back bumper of that 09, loosening him up. But you know who's going to capitalize? It's going to be the 27, Clark Ginnikin, running around both of them on the outside, going to take that third spot.
And as that's happening, we did have a change for the lead as Ryan Chapman takes the lead. Oh, and just slides up in front of the 57 Atkins running back.
There's so much going on here. Chapman and Atkins fighting for this lead. They're going to come to 2 to go on the stage. It is now Ryan Chapman over Jonathan Atkins, first and second. Barring anything major, I think they're going to settle it between them, but I guess you can't Clark out. You can't count out Clark Ginnikin back there.
You can't Clark out count.
Yeah, Clark out count Ginnikin.
Oh, 3 wide down the backstretch.
My goodness.
I think that's the thing we're going to be saying a lot here tonight is 3 wide, 3 wide.
They are all over this track using every inch of pavement trying to settle it back here. But up front, it is Ryan Chapman, Jonathan Atkins. As they cross the line, they're going to see the stage win go to Ryan Chapman in the number 17.
What an unbelievable. Is that going to be, I don't know if I can continue saying 3 wide for the rest of the race. Holy mackerel.
It's been commonplace for sure so far tonight. Been some great racing out there, but your winner of tonight's stage, the only stage we have, lap 35 is going to go to Ryan Chapman, picking up those 10 stage points. Jonathan Atkins finishing in second. The 27 of Clark Ginnikin in third. Brett Gardner up to fourth. Tanner Tomasi in fifth. You got Nicholas Moreau, Michael Thwaites, Aaron Satcher, Brendan Polt, and Stephen Hassett rounding out your top 10.
Yeah, James Morris just fell out of the points in the stage. There towards the end, I guess, with some of that 3 wide action that was going on.
It's pretty wild and crazy, that's for sure. All right, everybody take a breath. Sit back down for a minute. Get you a drink. And we'll go back at it here in just a few minutes. These guys are going to come down for a drink of Sunoco race fuel and probably Ford tires here to reset the stage. I'm interested. Where did our buddy who came in?
Justin Gann?
Yep, where's he at?
31st.
Ooh. So
maybe he was saving his tires.
I wonder if he's saving stuff and going to stay out here. I guess we'll see here shortly.
Going to get some Goodyear donuts put inside of these cars. 4 new ones.
Donuts.
Donuts.
Are they going to lead them down pit
road? All right,
road?
everybody coming down.
Yep, Chapman going to lead them down pit road.
Oh, Justin Gann's coming down pit road too. So now I'm confused, which isn't really that hard to do.
Well, like I said, if he had damage to fix, that's possibly what was going on there.
True.
So if that's the case, does he take 2 tires? Did he take tires on the last stop?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell. But let's see who makes up anything on pit road here. Chapman
right.
comes out first. Gannikin, Jonathan Atkins
11th.
actually is, yeah. What's up with that?
I don't know.
5 extra seconds on pit road. Maybe some damage.
Could be. We did see some of the guys smack the wall there off turn 2 a couple times, which I think Ryan Chapman was one of them. So the fact that he came out of the pits on, with the lead tells me he probably didn't bother fixing any damage he had, if he had any.
Yeah, if he had any at all. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, he won the stage, so he was definitely had a fast truck there towards the end.
Yeah, if it's damaged, I probably wouldn't fix it at this point. It was pretty fast out there.
He heard it in the right way. All right, well, that leaves Clark up here, Clark Innikin up here without his wingman and Justin Gann to take all these guys on. Puts Nicholas Moreau third, Brett Garner fourth, Michael Thwaites up to fifth, Aaron Satcher sixth, Brendan Polt seventh, Stephen Hassett up to eighth, Victor Fluger ninth, and William Lark up to 10th.
Yep, and right behind him is Joshua O'Connor right now, our biggest mover, up a couple of positions, up 22 positions from where he started. So starting towards the back, and now he's finding himself right on the fringes of being inside the top 10.
And he was just fighting with the top 10 right before the stage, too. So doing a great job coming from the back.
All right. Well, we got their fresh tires and fuel. The one thing I'd worry about, and I've said it before and it's come true, turn 3 with these cold tires can be very sketchy. You get through 1 and 2 because you kind of full throttle through there. 3 and 4, you get in there and you start de-wedging the car. And you can see some of these trucks, or I should say trucks, getting a little sketchy on these colder tires. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. I kind of hope it doesn't, but it definitely could be if they're not careful.
De-wedging. All right, pace cars off.
Yeah. All right. Ryan Chapman leading them down. Green flag flies, and we're off and racing to the end here.
Yep, great start by the 17 as the 15 and 27 head into one side by side. And we'll see what happens if anybody has any issues.
Nicholas Moreau going to take over that second spot, starting on that inside. Like I said, starting on the outside through 1 and 2 can be kind of tough.
Yep, and now the trouble corner of turn 3 and 4. Can we get through it? Aaron Satcher heading to the outside of the 00. Going off turn 4 and heading down the front stretch.
Looking good. So good job, guys.
Oh, and look who's heading for the lead on the outside in turn 1.
Nicholas Moreau fighting the outside of Ryan Chapman, trying to take over this lead. The 15 wants that clean air up front. As he gets up on the outside, gets that run down the backstretch. Can he clear him? He does.
Yes. Nicholas Moreau to the point.
It's been a very up and down start to the season, but we know that truck's fast. We know he knows how to get it done here. Of course, with the super speedways and road courses, it's kind of hard to tell who's going to be your challenger, but here he is again up front tonight.
And I think we found his secret. I think it's that Easy Crew AI crew chief that he built himself. I think that's leading him to a really fast truck each week here.
Working out. Looking at Stephen Hassett here, up 16 spots from where he started, cracking the top 10 in the truck series. And he said, Rams in, I'm in. He wanted to get in on this. He's number 91 here to the truck series tonight. Looking good so far.
Yeah, having a spectacular run, and this is our first race with 4 manufacturers in the truck series. Where we did add, iRacing added the Dodge Ram, Ram Tough here. Although none of the trucks showed up Ram Tough, they all have cool little paint stains on them.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, well, the trucks in the truck series have
Ram truck,
Ram on the side of it, and they're all Ram Tough trucks because that's all that it's Ram sponsorship. Oh, Joshua O'Connor underneath Stephen Hassett there.
Well, you got rammed out of the way there by the 59 of O'Connor there.
And Joshua running a new scheme tonight, the Always Give Back Chevrolet. He was running a State Farm scheme the last couple of weeks, but this week it's a Always Give Back scheme.
Kind of settle down up front. That's why we're showing you this battle back here for about 6th on back. Top 5 kind of pulling away as these guys kind of battle for position. There's the 24 of William Lark right there behind him too. He's kind of sneaky and can sneak up here and be a contender as well. Although he's not going to sneak anywhere with that bright orange paint scheme. Contact right in front of him.
Contact.
It is contact between the 59 of O'Connor and the 91 of Stephen Hassett, but they hold on to it somehow.
How did they do that?
Oh, tight race, and there's Tanner Tomasi trying to make it 3 wide.
Josh just didn't go in the corner low enough and got into the back of Steven there. And great job. Holy mackerel.
Important stats back here. We're looking back here. James Morris, 21st. That 4 pit stop. Going to drop back here. This back here. Racing with J.C. Evans. Justin Gans back there as well in the 3 trucks. And they got some fast trucks back here. They're just going to have to pick their way through traffic here. As Robert Malikian looking to the top side there as well.
Yeah, and Tanner Tomasi also had a long pit stop, actually. He was longer than Jonathan Elkins. He is coming back. Oh, contact! The 09 is around on the backstretch. Oh, hard into the wall.
We were just talking about Tomasi. And he's up the track in front of the field there again. Pretty big damage on the back of that truck. So Tomasi is going to have some damage to repair.
Oh, yeah, he collected James Morris.
Those two can't get away from each other. Let's look at the replay here. Racing the 24. Oh, contact between the 24. Turns the 09 around, down the track, hard into the inside wall. And up the track into the path of the 18 there. Just watch on the outside there. 24 makes contact with the 09 just slightly there. Turns him around into the inside wall. And unfortunately slides back up on track in front of the 18 there and the 16.
Yeah, he locked it down, but he locked it down just a little bit too late. He was already up back on the racetrack, and the 18 kind of clips him, and the 16 of Robert Malikian unfortunately gets some front end damage here. Actually, I think the 18 might have pretty good damage.
Right on board with the 24 there, you saw what happened. Let's right on board with Tanner Tomasi, if I can find him. Right around. And up on track. Yep. Let's right on board, see if we can right on board with the 18 of James Moore. That'll be interesting. Over with the 18 here. Can't see anything that's going on up front. He has no clue here at this point. He even sees the truck on the apron. Slows down. Tries to decide. Actually, I think the 18 may have missed him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, on my screen, he loses a right front fender, and then it goes immediately back again, so I'm not 100% sure.
Wow. I think he did miss him.
Pretty good job. Does that say Certified Harpoon Motor Club?
That is correct.
Is that their team name?
That is Elliott Sadler Esports. They changed their name to that.
To Certified Harpoon Motor Club.
I'm not sure what the story is there, but it was a management decision.
All right, well, if one of them get into the booth, the first question I have for them is Certified Harpoon Motor Club? Question mark.
We got some guys out there asking if we want some chicken. Is Brian back?
I believe so, yeah. I think that is Brian.
That is Bizou said, yeah.
Yep. And then somebody out there is wishing that everybody can win, and we feel the same. We hope that everybody can do the best they can each and every week, and we'd love to see some new guys up here winning on a weekly basis.
You want to hear something corny? You ready?
You okay? Shoot.
Here at FTSR, everyone's a winner.
Oh my God, you're right. True. Very, very true. But I am looking back through the through all three series right now, and we do not have a repeat winner in any of the three series through 4 weeks right now. That's how competitive these series are.
All right, so who's our winners? You want to list them?
Now, I can get them for you though.
Ryan Chapman.
Yes.
Who won last week? The three?
Justin Gann won
Justin
last
Gann.
week.
Who won Daytona?
Yep. Atkins, didn't he?
Nope. Ryan Chapman.
No, Chapman did.
Chapman won Atlanta. Chapman won Atlanta, and Atkins won at Daytona. You're right. There's your four.
Right. Yeah, and then, yep.
What's the 16 doing here?
He came out of the pits, and we're going back, I think, one lap for. But the 16, I believe, is a lap down.
Yeah.
He came out of the pits, and I'm not sure what he's doing.
Is iRacing telling him to line up right there? Surely not.
Yeah. You can't get me to take that bet.
What Tanner Tomasi's parked it apparently, but the 16 is still lined up right there.
Yeah, that's a little unusual. He did come out of the pits right as the leaders were going by, so he actually should have a penalty for coming out of a closed pit. So I don't know what's going on.
Lap cars are supposed to drop to the rear, but he's probably following what iRacing's telling him, and now there's this confusion of what to do.
I just work here. I don't know anything. I just work here. I'll let you know what happens if he gets a black flag on this restart. But yeah, he should be dropping to the back. But iRacing is scoring him right there.
Well, if things weren't interesting enough up front, let's add another element here. Unfortunately, the scoring.
Let's do it.
iRacing scoring apparently seems to be a bit bonkers at this point. But we'll add that to the list of things after this update that aren't working correctly.
Yeah, the pace car is off, which is a new way off for the pace car. He no longer goes down through pit road like everybody else.
Green flag flies. Nicholas Moreau back to the front. Restart for him.
And he is gone.
Justin Gann.
Brett Gardner.
I'm waiting to make that joke here later. And Gann is gone. Yeah, but Brett Gardner in second, pushing the 27 Clark Ginnigan. Victor Fluker now up in the fourth.
Yeah, having a great run in his debut in the Truck Series. They are 3 wide. Robert Malikian as they're trying to make their way past that lap car. And who is that masked truck on the outside there in the 75? I believe that is Fred Moreau, followed by Tony Solari. And they're 3 wide down the backstretch. Tony Solari, Simon Magnan, and Robert Malikian.
Guys, watch out. He's limited on frames.
Yeah, I was about to say, Tony's out there only seeing like every 4 frames. But doing a heck of a job. I think he just is working on cracking the top 10. Maybe he's driving mad. When he's driving mad, he's going to the front.
Speaking of mad, it's Madkin on the inside there. The 46 of Simon Madkin.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That was a great lead-in.
But, yeah, I got some new guys up here. I got Michael Flates up there in the 99 and 6th. Aaron Satcher hanging on all race along in the top 10. Joshua O'Connor, Fred Moreau, and Simon and Tony going toe-to-toe there and fighting for the last, well, not the last, but 10th place.
You got the Wheats there in the 7th position for Cyber Raptor. Those guys, newer team to the league, and they've had their ups and downs for sure, but having a good run so far here tonight. It's a 99. I say that, but here comes Tony Solari to the outside. Using that outside lane with that momentum.
Yeah, put him past Fred and Michael, and put Tony up to 8th spot. But one thing we missed under that caution, Ryan Chapman pitted. He went in and got at least either damage fixed or something. But he's back in 12th position now.
Well, we've seen it up and down so far. We've seen some guys pit and go to the back and not recover so far. We'll see if it changes here. Oh, it's really close. That is Ryan Chapman we're looking at right there, right on the back bumper of Michael Thwaites in the 99. Chapman got those fresh tires, trying to use them to his advantage.
And put the 3 of Gann up there. He's got trying to make his way back to the front with Jonathan Atkins. Oh! He's 16 in the wall.
16 in the wall there off the corner.
Jonathan Atkins also pitted for tires, so we got Ryan Chapman and Jonathan Atkins on new tires, and Gann trying to make his way to the front. He didn't pit, but he's definitely on a roll here.
Here comes Atkins 3 wide to the bottom here, trying to get home to meet 99 from Michael Thwaites. She goes back to 2 wide, but that is Derek Chapman from behind him at 29.
Interesting. It was interesting that they pitted there so close after the stage.
We're looking at fuel. What do we got? 77 laps remaining.
Yes. I don't think they could do 77 laps on a tank. I could be wrong. Get some battling going on back in 20th spot between Marshall Johnson and a whole bunch of other cars.
Pick a number. It's in there.
Yeah.
Barry Kramer, Ted Poole, and William Lark's back there after that contact with the 09. Marshall Johnson's back there. J.C. Evans. Joseph Burge is back there in the 60 as well.
Some bump drafting going on between the 17 and the 57 as they are still trying to make their way forward here on these new tires. They are cracking into the top 10.
There's Chapman, Atkins, Justin Gann. Those are 3 drivers you got to watch, and those 3 are having to come from the back of the pack here to kind of regroup. While Nicholas Moreau continuing to lead up front with Clark Ginnigan, Victor Fluker in 2nd. Stephen Hassett up in the 4th. Brett Gardner in 5th, and Aaron Satcher in 6th. Joshua O'Connor. That group is kind of pulled away from the other group.
Hassett in the wall on the front stretch.
There's a little momentum here. As Brett Gardner getting underneath him. I think it's really cool too, Richie. We're seeing those guys use all kind of different lines, especially through 1 and 2. As you see, it's like Satcher touched the wall there. Some of them all the way up against the wall. I've seen the 17 up there a couple of times. Some guys running through the middle, trying to avoid those bumps. And some of the guys just suffering through it, short way around on the bottom.
Yeah, that's where I'd be. I'd be right in the middle of the bumps. You'd be up top. We'd be running side by side.
Yeah. Getting mad because neither one of us can go anywhere because we can't get away from each other.
Nah. We wouldn't get mad. We'd be good.
Speak for yourself. Here comes the. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Here comes the 91, trying to make a move on the 32 of Victor Fluger there.
Yeah, and Fluger, they're both catching the leaders here. And don't look now. Here comes Joshua O'Connor in the 59.
Yep, to the outside.
With Aaron Satcher right in tow, too. So
Anakin looking for a way around our leader, Nicholas Moreau here. Got to run off the corner.
Joshua O'Connor rocking the outside.
Yes, got the outside rolling there on the outside of 21 of Fluger. Going to have momentum coming off the corner. Ooh, almost contact between the 91 and the 13 back there behind them.
Yeah, Aaron trying to get to the outside of the 91. 91's not having anything of it. Because I want to go outside the 32 too. Put the 59 up into 3rd and the 91 in 4th.
I'll tell you what, the 59's been fast several weeks. Just had some bad luck. He's looking to kind of cap it off, finish the night off where he's running tonight.
Now I'm hoping that he's trying to save a little tire here because we got a long way to go yet, and I wouldn't want to waste all this tire just making it to the front to wear it out early. As Clark Ginnigan trying to get to the outside of the 15, and the 15 lets him do it.
He's going to give him the room there. Early on in this race, I'll tell you, Nick's a smart driver. He knows early on it's not worth pushing the issue. If it's inches close, give him room. And actually, it worked out for him. He's going to retake the lead anyway on the bottom.
Yep, Stephen Hassett looking underneath the 59 down the front stretch. These guys are racing.
Yeah, Hassett looking on the inside. Like you said, though, I wonder about those tires. How much tire are they using up here? Because we've seen the 59 be really quick there on the top, and you can burn that right rear off, and you'll suffer for that later on. Or that or the right front, depending on how your truck is.
Right, exactly. And it's, you hate to see a guy that's doing so good, but all these guys up here are doing a fantastic job, and I'd like to see him finish these races off up here. Looking back, Jonathan Atkins has made his way past Ryan Chapman. Jonathan Atkins on those new tires has made it up to 8th. Chapman is in 10th with Fred Moreau in the middle. Fred Moreau in a new tire sandwich.
Yeah, not for long, though. Here comes the 17 to the inside. And those guys now are going to be leading that second group. So he can complete this pass. Fred's not going to give it up so easily. Gets a run off the corner. But they're going to be leading this second group. They're going to have a little gap to make up before they can get to this front pack.
Tony Solari is right there. Justin Gann and Simon Magnan running side by side back there. So still a bit of a gaggle going on here, as it does not look like Ryan Chapman has cleared Fred yet.
All right, we've got Victor Pfluger looking underneath Joshua O'Connor here. Josh going to hold him off here off turn 4, getting that run off the corner.
The last time I looked up front, it was the 91 underneath the 59. Now it's the 32 underneath the 59. Man, you turn your eyes off for a second.
It's almost like a roulette wheel. See, we're in Vegas.
It's almost like a roulette wheel. All right, Tony, calm down. Because how many times did Tony tell that joke on Monday night?
He kept saying rolling the dice. So.
Wow, right, all right. So yeah, you're right. He did. He was rolling the dice. But what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, unless you win, and that way you tell everybody.
Well, right now, you want to be putting your number or your money on white 15, as Nicholas Moreau is leading right now.
I don't know.
Ginnikin.
Black 27 looks pretty good too.
Oh.
As you said, that the 27 got a run down the backstretch, shot in underneath Nick.
He didn't like what I had to say there.
Yeah, he's like 15-0. But Nick holds him off for now. In the meantime, the 32 did get past the 59.
Look who's...
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Look who snuck up into this top 8 now. Here comes Jonathan Atkins to the outside. No problem going around Brett Gardner, as he's got a run on the 91 of Stephen Hassett. Now, those fresh tires are going to start showing up right here.
Yep, and he's got 11 lap fresher tires than these guys. And, yeah, he's already working on Stephen Hassett here on the outside.
He's the only one, too. Fred Moreau. Ryan Chapman's falling behind Tony Solari now. So, while Jonathan Atkins was able to get through, here comes the 17 back through. While Atkins was able to get through, it looks like Ryan Chapman's having a little bit tougher issue. Here comes the 11 of Solari. They're racing back here.
And Justin Gann's right there, too. And him and Simon Madkin have been having a war for the last, like, 5 or 6 laps, trading a little bit of paint and running side by side. As right behind them is Brendan Polt and James Morris coming back to the front after James's issue there with the spinning Tomasi truck.
Here goes Atkins around the 59 of Joshua O'Connor. That'll put him into 4th. He's eyeing these front 2, or front 3, I should say. I can count.
So now he's got one less set of tires. Now, is he going to go farther than these guys are and then pit and hope that a caution doesn't come out?
Oh, something happened to Ryan Chapman. Ryan Chapman off the pace off turn 4. He's gotten in the wall. We stay green. He's still rolling, but he is losing positions. Something major happened with the 17 there. See if we can go back and find it.
Yeah, he got loose in 3 and 4.
Go back and see if we can see what happened. Our Best One Tire and Auto Care instant replay. That's the wrong truck. Ooh. Can you pull that up again? Ryan Chapman going down the backstretch into turn 3. We'll see what happens. We saw him way sideways. Going into turn 3.
Yeah.
Up on top of the track, just gets loose, and keeps getting loose. And finally slides to the point that he collects the wall there.
Yeah, and that was a hard hit, too.
Yeah, it definitely hurt his truck. He did a good job to stay out of the traffic there, though, and we stayed green.
And then he hit the wall again on the front stretch. He was trying to get back up to speed. It looked like he maybe spun the tires a little bit and slapped the wall again. So
that's one of your championship contenders right there.
Yeah, yep.
All right, our top 4 are packed up tight. What?
Jonathan Atkins trying to get to the outside of the 32 here.
Fluker there. Around the middle of the track. Atkins going to go over the top. Gets a little loose, a little out of shape there. Going to have to regroup and try that again.
I'm wondering if he's hit the plateau of the new tires where he's running similar lap times.
I wonder about that too. I know he's used some extra tire there to get where he's at from the back as well. You know, kind of pushed harder than some of these other guys have.
Yeah, and I'm wondering about his tire sets. He took one extra set of tires. These guys, if we get a caution late in the race, they'll have an extra set because everybody still has to pit one more time.
He is so dedicated to trying to get to the outside of Fluger there.
He made it that time.
So he is there now. I would think he'd be pretty confident to go to the bottom and get the pass done with those fresher tires. He was dedicated. He was set on getting to the outside there. Of course, you know, it's like you said, he's one of the guys that always likes to run the top anyway. So it's kind of where he feels comfortable, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's in your group. He loves to run up near the wall and does it whether he needs to or not. But he does make it run. He does make it work as he has made his way to the front. And I think that was one of the reasons why he was he made it further up to pack than Ryan, because Ryan was trying the inside and Jonathan was up on the outside passing guys.
He was willing to take that chance at the top there, and it kind of paid off with those fresher tires. It's worked out pretty good, man. He's got a little gap to make up to the 27 of Ginnikin. And I tell you what, Ginnikin's still all over the back of that 15 of Nicholas Rose.
Literally.
Yeah, I was going to say he's a little bit bump wrapped, I think, down the straightaway there. I think he sees he sees that 57 coming.
Well, and you know what? There's a certain point. We still got 55 laps to go. We still got a pit stop, and when you start running side by side, you slow the whole train down, and you let guys catch that. If you just sit here for the next 10, 20 laps, we won't catch you, and we won't be running you for a race win.
Brett Gardner running back here side by side for 5th and 6th with the 13 of Aaron Satcher. Satcher going to take that position. Gardner back to 6th, Fred Moreau in 7th. Stephen Hassett's kind of falling off with Joshua O'Connor as well. As I say that, here comes Gardner back to the inside of Satcher.
And we're focusing on the front of the pack, but I'm looking back through the field here, and Brody, there's not one truck running by itself around this racetrack. There are guys fighting. I'm watching 23rd. I'm watching Michael Blackner and Donnie Batiste, the 98s of Eric Triggins, I believe it is, and they're side by side. They're running for everything they got going on here. So all throughout this field, there's just racing. There's just trucks everywhere.
I was watching the 46 show his door panel, his side door number to Michael Thwaites back there behind him in the 99. Thwaites ran up on the back of him, and it got him a little loose through 1 and 2, and it got really sideways. But they, no harm, no foul. They handle it and drive on. No contact. It just got him arrow loose there.
Yeah, these trucks are doing a great job of getting sideways and continuing on. But our front 4 has kind of broken away here. They got a 2-second gap back to Brett Gardner, Fred Moreau, and Aaron Satcher.
Yeah, Satcher's still side by side with Fred Moreau now on that top side. Brett Gardner's kind of broken away from those guys, running by himself.
Probably not for long.
We're going to see it over. So getting close there off the corner. Alan Duranko, Michael Blackner, close. Blackner's a little sideways off the corner there in that 22.
Yeah, that was the group of guys that I was talking when I was just talking about the rest of the field, and there's like 8 guys there running side by side, door to door here, and so we got great racing going on all throughout the field here.
Batiste right there, Chad Lane, Kyle Milliken, Chris Gore right there behind him as well. Yeah, but you can tell the trucks are starting to move around a little bit on these guys. They're starting to, you see them kind of wiggle through the corner. They're trying to hang on to the truck. You can tell it's getting loose.
The one thing I did notice is that the 2 yellow trucks seem to be close on the racetrack, and they had an incident earlier on. I hope that cooler heads prevail back there. But as that's going on, the 57 has made his way to the outside of Clark for second here as they're fighting for second. Put the 57 in the second.
Still close racing back here. 2 all over the place back there. Hanging on to it off the corner, yeah. So Atkins up to second. Clark Gunnican falls to third. And here comes that 57. He's wasting no time. Right on the back bumper of the 15. I know he's waiting for that top line to open up.
I was about to say, is the 15 going to move up the racetrack here in front of the 57?
He did a little bit, maybe. I don't know where he was running before. He might just be running the top there.
I don't know. I mean, you move up a little bit. I think he's moved up a little bit on Jonathan, but Jonathan's going up to that grandstand line that is right next to the wall.
He did. Is he going to run off the corner? Is he going to look to the bottom? Yes, he is. He's like, all right, you want to run the top? That's fine. I'll take my new tires to the bottom. Thank you very much.
Is he going to clear him? I think he might.
Slide job. Oh, literal slide job as he gets loose off the corner there.
Yeah, he did. Yep, he goes back to the top, and Moreau goes right down to the bottom. But here comes Ginnikin. Here comes the 15 to pits. 15's coming in.
15 to pit road. He's going to make that pit stop. Joshua O'Connor also in pit road. We're trying to get there.
And I think you were just asking about when you think the pit stops are going to start.
I was
I'm
just
going to
about
say
to
now.
Yep. That's good. Good call.
I'm saying now. Yep.
46 laps remaining.
Between now and the end of the race.
Atkins can go a little bit longer than some of these guys. I expect some of the other guys to pit earlier than him. Is Ginnikin coming in? Yes, he is. 27 to pit road. Slow that thing down. Gardner going to come in behind him there. Justin Gann in as well. A lot of guys coming in. Hassett, Tony Solari's in. Ted Pullen.
So this is the conundrum that I was talking about with Atkins, is that these guys are pitted, and they're going to make it to the end of the race, but they have an extra set of tires that if there's a late race caution, they'll have an extra set to put on. Jonathan should come in right now in order to
here comes Fluger. Right.
Stay on cycle.
Man, he did a good job getting that down the pit speed. Here comes the 71 of Holt, Michael Thwaites, James Morris, Aaron Satchers, Simon Maggin, Fred Moreau. A lot of pit stops happening right here.
Yeah, Jonathan's not going to work out. I don't think it's going to work out for Jonathan this deal unless he pits right now. He's going to lose too much on-track time.
You do lose a lot of track on time, but he does have fresher tires than some of the guys that were out there, so he's not going to lose as much as some of the guys that would have lost if they'd have stayed out there. But he's going to run along here and hope for a caution, because if he comes and takes his set of tires, if he doesn't have another set of tires and we get another caution late in the race, that is what's going to bite him.
Right, and that's what I was trying to explain is, he's in a conundrum now, so he's got to hope for a caution so that everybody uses their sets of tires, but I don't see it.
You can see the difference in speed as 27 goes by the 24 Lark. Lark now in second spot, yet to pit, but Ginnikin just flying around him with those new tires.
And this is where we can come into some definite issues, as all this different pit strategy puts everybody on different speeds out there, and people can end up running over each other or not running up over each other.
Yes, that can be a problem. Looks like Chad Lane.
Because you get guys that pitted early and make up that time on track, and then you get guys that pit later that are trying to get back up there. It's definitely, but we do have 5-7 guys that have not pitted yet.
Just watching. There's Michael Black. 22 hits pit road now.
All right, then there were 6.
Yep, you got right now out there. You got Lark. Atkins leading. Lark is in second. Gore third. McMullen, Bliss, and Shag Curran.
Yep.
Here comes Atkins, the 57 coming to pit road. Your leader.
I bet when he comes out, he's going to be behind the 00 when he comes back out to 57. That's how much time I think he lost by doing this strategy.
So that would be, 4 positions lost?
Yes.
And the track length is going to be more important than that, so we'll see where he comes out. William Lark now you're leading, getting his laps led there.
Yeah, we still got 5 guys that haven't pitted yet.
Oh, like the restaurant. Nice.
All right, here comes Jonathan out of the pits. He's rolling through 1 and 2. Let's see. There goes Brett Garner by him on the outside.
Well, you were right.
Might, yeah.
He's going to be behind Gann as well.
Yep, that's a lot of time.
It is, but a few lap pressure tires, 39 laps to go. We'll see. We'll see what he can do with that. Got to be careful, though. Get these tires up to temp. Here comes the 24 to pit road. Sliding to pit road. Boy, he is coming in hot.
So, yeah, Jonathan lost 2 more spots to Pope and Morris. Now he's got a lot of work to do. So that'll put him like 7th on track, I think, when it's all said and done.
Whoa. Watching a lot going on right here around your leader. The 89 of Chris Gore. The 91 was all out of shape. The 11 was coming in hot there. The Tony Solari almost into the back of the 91.
He was probably missing frames and didn't see the 89 until one of the frames came in. And speaking about coming in, there goes the 89 into the pits.
Yeah, he's going to hit pit road. It's going to give a lead to Casey McMullen in the number 28 there. Talking about McMullen, he kind of slides, he kind of rides in the back, takes care of stuff, and then he'll be one of the ones that go along pretty much any race, anytime we have these green flag stops.
It doesn't matter what vehicle he's driving. When Casey McMullen gets in the seat, there's always an extra gallon of fuel somewhere.
True.
As him and Brian Bliss are running 1-2 here, going super long.
Bliss in the 8 truck in second spot, still hadn't pitted. The only 2 that have not pitted yet. Here's going to be your leader when things cycle out. It's going to be the 15 of Nicholas Moreau with Clark Ginnikin right there behind him in what will be second. And then Victor Pfluger in third, but they've got quite a distance back there to Pfluger. And then Brett Gardner, got a lap truck between them.
Yep, here comes Casey now. And Brian Bliss, both on pit road.
So if they're going to make it, that's going to complete our cycle of green flag stops.
That's a long cycle. That was a 9-lap cycle of pit stops.
36 laps left here at Vegas. Going to hand the lead over to Nicholas Moreau, Clark Ginnikin in second. Pfluger, Gardner, and Atkins, your top 5. We'll see if Atkins can do anything with those few lap fresher tires. He is currently 5th, but he's got some time to make up, Richie.
Yeah, and about 7 seconds, so we'll have to see if those new tires, he's got 89, so Nicholas pitted on lap 89, Johnson pitted on lap 95, so 6 lap fresher tires. I don't think he's going to be able to make it. What I am curious about is the 75 came in like in 5th or 6th, and he has disappeared from my score.
16th.
I'm wondering if he had an issue on pit road.
Could be. He's sliding down the running order for sure.
So pit stops do what pit stops do, and they have spread this field out. Nicholas Moreau now has the biggest lead I think anybody's had all night long at 0.7 seconds of a gap there. But 4 seconds back to Victor Pfluger. And Brett Garner just made it past.
Pfluger issues. Turn 1 and 2. Caution is out.
All right. Commentator curse. Sorry, man.
Looks like Brian Bliss had an issue. Let's go back and see what happened to the 8 of Brian Bliss. Oh, something big happened going into turn. Oh no, and oh no. I can't even tell. I have to back it up and see what happened to the 8 here. Down the front stretch. And then something happens at the start finish line, and he just some kind of hardware failure or something, because he goes down the track, back up the track, comes back down the track, and unfortunately collects the 21 of Fluger. And I don't know how everybody else missed him, but he was pretty much dead stop in 1 and 2. Let's see if we can see what Fluger saw on board here. He bounces off the 8 there. I'm not sure what happened to the 8, but that's going to mix things up. Are we having issues? I don't hear Richie Coy.
Oops, I forgot to hit the button. I was talking away. If you looked at when he hits the wall, he was full song, but it's like he never backed off. Even when he went up the racetrack and after he hit the wall the second time, it was like he didn't back off again. I'm wondering, he is the only driver in the field that runs with hand controls. I'm wondering if he had an issue with his hand controls.
It looked like a hardware issue. The way he just kind of kept turning into the corner, turning the inside wall, bounces to the outside wall, and bounces back down the track. Unfortunately, into the path of the 21. A Fluger who gets a little damage there. He's going to have to repair. It wasn't a hard hit, but it was a quick hit, and that's what kind of worries me with the 21 or the 32.
Yeah, it looks like it's got right front fender missing sitting there on pit road. In fact, actually, the 17 is on pit road as well, trying to get more damage repaired. Now, this puts Jonathan Adkins in a pretty good position.
It would, but he came down pit road with some of the other guys. Some of the other guys stayed out there.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
Fifth on back. Back comes to pit road. That's going to put Michael Blackner, William Lark, Casey McMullen, and Chris Gore up front. Now, here's the thing with Casey McMullen in particular. He went the longest of anybody else up there in the top 4. He's going to have the freshest tires. He's not going to be as fresh as new tires if these guys took tires back there, but he's going to have pretty fresh tires. If he can make a quick move, get to the front, get clean air, he could, in theory, still be in play here for this win.
Yeah, absolutely. He pitted on lap 100, so he's only dealing with maybe 2 green flag laps on his tires. Yeah, absolutely. Michael Blackner pitted on lap 94, William Lark on 97, and Chris Gore on 98. So you got Michael Blackner's 10 lap old tires. But yeah, Casey McMullen kind of sitting good.
Gotta watch this. This is interesting. Those other guys decided to pit. They're going to stay out there. Top 4 stay out on this caution. We'll see how this plays out. You got Nicholas Moreau and Brett Gardner back there on the third row with those fresher tires. Let's see what happens. Is Michael Blackner going to lead him down the 22 Valvoline Ford? Green flag flies, and away we go. 29 laps.
That's the last set of tires I think everybody has, or most of everybody has. So we'll see what everybody's got. Blackner rockets out.
29 laps remaining here. Stacked up behind these guys.
Three wide.
How many times have we seen that tonight?
A few.
Four wide.
Adkins shoots to the outside. 3 wide.
Oh my goodness.
He's not trying to waste any time.
It's down the front stretch, 3 wide, about 3 rows deep.
Put William Lark out front.
Oh my goodness.
Johnson Atkins gonna go 3 wide. Yes.
Down the backstretch. The battle's on for the lead, though. Chris Gore, William Lark, side by side for the lead. 3 wide for third back there behind him.
Oh! 71 is around.
71 hard into the outside wall off turn 4. Caution flies. Brendan Polt with trouble off turn 4. Chris Beck, I think, had some issues as well. Let's go back and look and see what happened for this caution. Our Best One Tire and Auto Care instant replay. We'll focus on the 71.
We have seen 3 wide go good.
Yeah, it looks like the 3 stuck it in there. The 99, I believe, washed it, or that's the 8. Is that the 18?
18. Yeah, that's the teammate of the 71.
Teammate to the 71 washes up the track a little bit, tries to close that door. And unfortunately, it puts the 71 in a tough, or the 71 in the wall there. A little contact from the 3, backwards, up in the wall, gets the front as well. And I think it's the 59, Joshua O'Connor, that nosed into the wall in the front stretch while all that was going on as well.
And Joshua's coming down pit road right now.
Right on board with the 59 here. Squeeze it up front. Sitting there sideways, tries to squeeze in there. I think he got contact from behind when he lifted. He just shot to the outside wall.
Looked like the 2 of Alan Duranco. It looked like the 59 back, checked up, and Alan had nowhere to go and got in the back of it to Joshua there, which is unfortunate because Joshua was having such a great race. We've seen 3 wides go good, and now we've seen 3 wides go bad. And I don't think we're done yet.
Yeah. Well, you still got 2 guys hanging around up there with those older tires. Chris Gore, William Lark still up there, 1 and 2. Rowan Atkins going to be row 2 on this restart. Gardner and Michael Blackner falls back to 6th.
And Casey McMullen back to 8th.
It's been some wild racing tonight. You guys watching it?
It absolutely has.
If you haven't enjoyed this, I don't know what to tell you. If you like this, if you don't like this, don't even watch it. That's what Kyle Busch said.
I believe that is actually what he said. If you don't like this, then don't. Then
Yeah.
Was it you're not a race fan and you don't watch this?
If you don't like this, don't even watch.
That was an Xfinity race, wasn't it? That he won, or was that one of the Cup races? I don't remember.
Hey,
but I do remember him saying something like that.
I think you were the one that jinxed this. Oh, that's a 17. Somebody jinxed a 17 in chat. Said, let's go 17. And unfortunately, 17 had some issues there. But he is rebounding. Where's he at right now?
On track.
Maybe I spoke too soon. 30th. Yeah. He had an issue there.
I can't bring up one of the things that I use as we do our broadcasting because for whatever reason, iRace's UI now puts a stutter onto the replay. So yeah, kind of like Tony's frame rate stutter.
It ain't like my stutter. It's just a stutter.
Oh, come on now.
All right. Well, we're going to reset here. Chris Gore in the lead with William Lark on the outside. They're coming to green there. Jonathan Atkins, Nicholas Moreau, the next row, Michael Blackner, and Brett Gardner, your top 6. As we are going to have 24 laps remaining when we take the green flag.
Yeah, these are going to be the most exciting laps of the race. So hang on, here we go.
Into the restart zone, waiting for the green flag. Chris Gore takes the green. And we are off once again. Great restart for the 89. 24 going to be side by side with Nicholas Moreau, but Nick is going to actually inch ahead here and clear himself, clear into second with that 15.
Oh, and that was bad for Jonathan Atkins. Put 15th in the second, the double zero in the 27, all ahead of the 57 on fresh tires as Nick and the company are moving to the outside of Chris going into through.
And you got Brett Garner trying to follow him around the outside. You got on the inside in the 27 there behind the 89. Three wide. Here we are again for third or for fourth.
Fifth and sixth. Oh. Oh, it's so tight. The 27 hits the apron, but he still makes it under the 89.
Now we are 3 by 3, 2 rows deep, almost in four. Oh, trying to make it 4 wide. No room there. Jonathan Atkins trying to force it 4 wide, but there was no room for that.
Here comes the 18 of James Morris. We haven't called him since early on in the race.
And the 3.
And Justin Gann.
I was going to say the 3 of Gann rejoins the party here late at Las Vegas.
But put Nick out front, Brett Gardner second, Clark Ennigan third for the moment, William Lark hanging on to fourth, sorry.
It happens quick, it changes quick here. Comes Jonathan Atkins to the inside of Lark. Oh, he washes up the track, gets a little loose. Ooh, he's still hanging on to it.
That last minute move of the 27 to go down into that corner took all the air off of the front of the 57, and he just got all kinds of sideways.
He's going to finally clear the 24 Lark with those fresher tires. Going to move Jonathan Atkins into fourth. Lark back to fifth. You got James Morris side by side with Justin Gann, sixth and seventh. There's your 6-7 for tonight.
6-7.
Your daughter would be proud.
She would. Very proud. I still can't believe that they're still doing the 6-7, but they are.
Battles all the way through the pack here. Tony Solari side by side with Michael Thwaites back here. Actually, he's about side by side. Sorry, that's Casey McMullen. Yeah, sorry, Casey McMullen.
I think they were 3 wide there for a second with somebody, Tony.
You don't say.
Yeah.
3 wide? Never. Here's Sasser.
Never.
Underneath the 91 of Stephen Hassett. Satcher moving up into 8th.
Both of those guys have a great race going on here. Love to see, like I said, we'd love to see new guys up front.
I think I just saw the 11 smoke the wall in turn 1.
Tony hit the wall.
I know. Hey, he gave you some crap on the broadcast on Monday night. So
on Monday he did.
You're welcome to retaliate.
Nah, I don't. Caution.
Caution. We have a caution out.
Maybe the 30?
Nope, the 60. Joseph Burgess stopped in turn 3 and 4 there.
Sorry, I'm looking from the blimp view.
All right, 30 to 60. I mean, yeah. Sure, that's not the 09. All right. Uh-oh, Michael Blackner involved in this too, looks like. Let's get back and look at our best one tire all here. Instant replay. Oh, yeah, Blackner with the wall with an issue in turn 3. What if that's what
this
triggered
looks like
this
the 40. No, the 44 and the 67 trigger this one.
Oh, that was turn 1. Racing 3 wide with, is that Casey McMullen?
No, the 44?
No. The 22. Michael Blackner on the front stretch. I think Casey McMullen. 3 wide. That didn't cause a caution. But
no, the caution was with the 44 and 67. Oh yeah, that's Casey McMullen. Teammates.
Here's an issue with Joseph Burgess here. Does it happen in front of him? Yeah, it does. And you said the 44 of Kramer?
Yes.
Let's go back and see. Going into turn 3. The 6-7 truck. There you go.
6-7.
For the 60 to go there. He probably didn't see it to the last minute.
But Michael's truck got junked.
I'm over the 60. Joseph Burgess trying to cover all these.
What's going on?
Big hit. Who's that squirted through that?
I want to say it was the 2 of Duranko.
No, it was a green and white truck.
Oh, the 36 of Dave Nestor. That's the green and orange truck. But lots going on. As much racing's going on crazily, there's some wrecks going on crazily.
Let's go back and one more time look at this 22 because that was a big hit for him as well.
It was too, and that was basically teammate on teammate there. They're not technically teammates, but they're working together.
I'm surprised they wasn't caution. They kind of got checked up and all over the place there, and that's kind of what put the 44 in a Hornets nest back there with the 29. 44 goes in the corner. Oh, that was a lap later, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a whole lap later. Yep.
A lot going on there.
They are. Well, we're about to. We've racked them up to do it again, as the lights are out in the pace car. Guys are rolling down the backstretch, and we're looking to do it again with how many laps to go?
It's going to be 15 to go when they take the green. Pay windows starting to open. These guys are starting to get a little more aggressive.
Yeah, they are.
With their moves, and they know it's time to go.
So we got Nick Moreau leading, Brett Gardner second, Jonathan Atkins third, Clark Ginnigan fourth, Aaron Satcher fifth, Justin Gann sixth, Casey McMullen seventh. That's a little off. But Stephen Hassett, J.C. Evans up into the top 10,
yep.
And Fred Moreau has made his way back up. But I think we had some guys pit. Because Tony Solari's not up there. Oh, he is. He's back there.
All right. Well, the pace car is going to peel off here. It's going to be Nicholas Moreau leading them to the green on the outside. Brett Gardner on the inside. Waiting for the restart zone. There it is. Green flag flies. Let's see if we can settle this. 15 laps remaining. And there's
the outside two had a great start going in down the line here. And we'll see if Atkins can hang on the outside here. But Brett Gardner's strong in the bottom.
Roll that short way around on the bottom here. The 0-0.
3 wide.
Here comes Ginnigan to the inside. Caution flies again.
And as the 3 was going to make it 3 wide.
29 Derek Cat. Sideways on the backstretch. Let's go back and look at our best one tied on the carry. That's the replay here. 29 coming off the corner. Moves up on a 3-wide situation there. Was that the 91 he got into?
That was the 95. The 95 of Ted Pullen. And then actually, and also the 11 of Tony Solari.
Yeah. 3 wide off the corner.
And Tony did pit. Actually, a bunch of guys pitted on lap 118. James Morris actually in 12th. Also pitted on lap 118. So there's a storyline that we didn't see.
Yeah, 29. Looking at it now, just looking at this replay, 3 wide off the corner and no room for 3 wide as he moved up the track. Put the 11 in the wall there as well, too. He's going to have some damage.
These guys, these wrecks aren't as big as I would expect them to be honest with you. They're a couple car wrecks, and they're not collecting guys. People are doing a good job of missing stuff.
You hear it, guys? Step it up. Your wrecks aren't big enough for Richie.
Well, come on. I'm broadcasting. I want excitement. I'm not on the racetrack. I want excitement. But not to say that the 3 wides and the racing actually has been absolutely thrilling tonight. So I'm fine either way.
It's been wild. It's been exciting, exhilarating, crazy up front. Unfortunately, some guys in the back pushing that issue and pushing beyond the limit. And unfortunately getting these cautions here at the end. And it's restart after restart. And if you're someone like Nicholas Moreau, you're like, let's just finish this thing. Jonathan Atkins now moved up to second, though. He's gonna be the challenger on the outside now. I'm not sure you want to be there, though. To be honest with you, the place to be, I think, is third. If you're not leading, be in third place right behind the leader and take that short way around in 1 and 2 and try to gain a position.
See, I'm thinking if I'm Nicholas Moreau, I'm like, yes, keep wasting the laps that I don't have to race, and maybe we get to the end of the race, I don't have to do any more challengers. But then you're thinking is that the rest of the field, they're like, we want laps to try to get up there and beat you. So we'll see what happens. He's been strong.
He has been strong. And he's not, is he one of our winners?
I do not believe he is. Oh, and we forgot about Brett Gardner won. Brett Gardner won at Long Beach. Because this is our 5th race, right? 4th or 6th race. Daytona, Atlanta, Long Beach, and then last week. So yeah, this is our 5th race.
Yeah, so we didn't count here. So Daytona was
Atkins. Ryan Chapman was Atlanta. Yeah, yep. And then Brett Gardner won Long Beach, and then last week
the 3
was Justin Ginn. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I feel like we miscounted somewhere at some point.
Yeah, probably. You know how sometimes math doesn't math.
All right, we're getting ready for a reset. It's going to be 11 laps remaining when these guys hit the line. 11 laps to go here at Las Vegas for the Las Vegas 200 Sim Racing Points Truck Series in action here on Full Throttle Television. Nicholas Moreau, Jonathan Atkins. Second row, Clark Ginnigan, Brett Gardner. Third row, Aaron Satcher, Justin Gann. Any of those guys can win, and to be honest with you, it could come from farther back as well. It's been crazy tonight. Let's see who can get it done here at Vegas.
Yeah, don't count out James Morris with them new tires.
It's time to push your chips all in here at Vegas.
Oh.
There you go. You like that one?
I like that one.
All right, here we go. Pace car is off. Into the restart zone. Nicholas Moreau, Jonathan Atkins. Green flag flies. 11 laps to settle it here at Vegas.
Nicholas was a great jump, but Jonathan actually did a pretty good job there. Not allowing the 27 to get completely to his outside. He'll be single file for second. Coming out of turn 2 here.
He's able to get that run down the backstretch, get a push from Brett Gardner. Here comes the 3 of Justin Gann looking to the inside.
Back behind them, you got Aaron Satcher and Stephen Hassett side by side.
Close between Gardner and the 3 of Justin Gann. Gann getting a push from his teammate Ginnigan there from behind the 27 as they try to push forward here.
Gann's underneath Atkins there for second. Is Gann going to come all the way back, make the Cinderella story, come back and win this thing after having trouble through the middle of the race?
He went the back and rode around the back of a large majority of this race here, and now racing for second place. He's in contention here tonight.
Absolutely. Oh, caution. The 44.
Again?
No, Kramer.
Yes, again. Not Gann. Again.
I know. I was
Chris
44
Chris
and 89.
Gordon. Yeah, Chris Gordon involved as well. Let's go back and look at our best one tire on carry instant replay. Let's see if we can get this one. Why are we looking at him? Oh, violent one. Let's back it up and look at it again. Going into turn 3. 89 gets a little loose with the 44 right on the back bumper there. No contact, spins him around, and a kiss coming out of turn 4.
He did. I got Barry Kramer with no fenders on either side of his truck.
And now loose. And it doesn't help when there's a truck right on your back bumper. There he is. That's the truck that was on your back bumper.
Yeah. Wave to him. Tell him he's number 1. All right, so how many laps we got to go now? We're at 126. We're at, 7 laps to go?
There's one more view. I want to look in the 44 here. 89 sideways. And a little contact to turn them on around there. Well, you see a truck getting sideways like that, you probably don't want to, bump him in the middle of the corner.
Well, maybe he was just trying to say hi.
Yeah.
He spun him around to say hi.
Let's go back and see if there's more to this story.
Man, I wish you can actually control your driver in the race car with gestures, because when if I was getting pushed backwards like that, looking at the guy that did that to me, I would have some gestures for him through the windshield. That's all I'm saying.
Wave at him?
Yeah, we could. That's one in certain countries it would be considered wavering.
That's right on board. I didn't see anything before he drives to the corner. 84 is loose. Or 89 is loose again. Then he finally touches him. Hey, if you're not loose enough, here, let me finish.
Loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
Cautions breed cautions. And the holes get smaller as we get closer to the end of the race.
Yeah, the pay window's opening, but the windows for passes, they're closing. So
closing.
You have to be a
Which
little creative.
is amazing. It amazes me that these guys have been running 3 wide and 2 wide and crazy through the middle of the race. And that was them being conservative.
Yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Every one of these restarts kind of get jumbled up here. Now we have Justin Gann on the bottom with Brett Gardner on the top in the second row, same front row. And I got a feeling that Gann's going to try to make sure he doesn't leave a spot for Atkins to jump down. But
I'm going to make the prediction that they will be 3 wide.
Never mind.
Gann's going to make... Yeah, because they swept, right?
Yeah, Nicholas Moreau's starting on the top.
But I'm predicting the 3 will go 3 wide down the backstretch.
Shocking. I would be shocked.
I'm putting it out there. That's my thing. But look at Aaron Satcher up in 6th, Stephen Hassett in 7th, and Casey McMullen holding on with those a little bit older tires in 8th. Great job there.
Yeah, doing a good job hanging out there tonight.
James Morris is up to 10th with his new tires.
All right, pace car's going to cool off here. We're going to have 6 laps remaining here at the front. It's going to be Nicholas Moreau, Jonathan Atkins bringing them down to the restart zone. Green flag out one more time. 6 laps. Make it to the end now, guys.
Well, we're going to make it to the end. It's just a matter of if there's any green-white checkers between now and then. But Brett Gardner to the outside. Is he going to try to drive up? Gann right on the back bumper of Atkins. And he had to lift coming out of 2. Doesn't get his run.
Into turn 3. Atkins back to the top. That's where he's been comfortable. Up to the top once again, higher than anybody else. Gann up the track just a little bit beside Brett Gardner as they come to 5 laps to go.
And Aaron Satcher coming up from the outside, flying on the outside with Clark Ginnigan behind him, trying to go around his teammate. Oh, Atkins underneath 15 for the lead.
Atkins trying to take the lead on the bottom. The 15 in Moreau on the top, side by side down the backstretch. We're going to get that run down the back off the top side, and it's going to be hard for Atkins to complete this pass on the bottom. Here comes Brett Gardner all the way to the top.
They're 3 wide behind him.
Oh, contact between
Satcher,
the 3 and Aaron Satcher sitting sideways in the front straightaway.
Caution.
And it's a parking lot on the front stretch. Oh, my goodness. Cars everywhere. This is the one you wanted, Richie.
Well, I didn't want it. Wait a minute. I didn't say I wanted it. I just said if you're going to do it. Yeah, there's carnage everywhere.
Oh, my goodness. We had such a great race going, and now these guys can't seem to get out of the way of each other here. Let's go back to our best one tire and all care instant replay. Watching Satcher here down the straightaway, 3 wide. I think he maybe thought that the 3 was going to go to the apron, or not really sure. Didn't leave him any room. And the Solari involved. A lot of trucks involved in this one.
17. I'm at 17 trucks involved in that one.
3 wide there, yeah. The Satcher just comes down the track.
All right, so I get my cake and eat it too. I get great racing and a big one.
Yeah, we know you like your big ones.
Easy.
Who do we want to ride along with here through this one?
Take your
Ryan
pick.
Chapman. Ryan Chapman, see what he says here.
You ends up on the,
48 gets tapped from somebody else, and he gets spun around there. 29 comes in late. Somebody turned the 48 around there. Let's try to board with Christopher Harrison.
The 16, I think, was that the 16 that gets in the back of the 48?
Harrison's one that gets in the back of 17 when he comes across. You said the 16?
I think so. Could be wrong.
It's a teammate.
46.
Okay.
Simon Magnum.
Let's try to board with Derek Cat at 29. See about his cat-like reflexes here. He actually gets hit before he gets to 17.
I see what you did there. It took me a second.
See Tony Solari here. See how many frames he's getting per second as he goes through this wreck.
Well, he was going 1, 2, 3, hit from the rear, and if that frame was missing when he got hit, you probably don't know what happened.
Let's see, J.C. Evans, we saw him get turned sideways. Burgess, let's see. He involved in one tonight. He wants to avoid any further.
You should go and look at the 36 of Dave Nestor. Look right along with him.
All right.
He gets a great view of this.
I'm noticing our laps tick down. I wonder if somebody forgot to set the green-white checkers on the server.
Oh.
I'm seeing one lap to go for our leader, Nicholas Moreau. So it looks like we will end the race with that tonight.
Oh. Okay. Well, there's a surprise. Nobody had that on their bingo card.
Well, at least we won't be tearing up any more equipment, I guess. But
there's 1,000 to 1. There's 1,000 to 1 shot.
So Nicholas Moreau will come around here and take the checkered flag.
And be our 5th winner of the year.
That's true, too. Good run for Jonathan Atkins. Brett Gardner up there. Clark Ginnick and Justin Gann going to be your top 5. But, yeah, talking about Nicholas Moreau, he had a really quick truck tonight. And it's going to pay off for him as we're going to get the checkered flag here. Nicholas Moreau, your winner tonight here at Vegas.
I think they're doubling up. I don't know what's going on. No, the checkered flag came out. They don't want to pass anybody until the pace card, the lights go, until everybody crosses the line. Otherwise, you can get a penalty. But
So
yeah,
we end it with a wild one there at the end. Unfortunately,
look, it says scoring ended.
scoring has ended. And the race has as well. So Nicholas Moreau, your winner tonight here at Vegas. He was holding the cards. Holding the right cards. He had an ace up his sleeve. I don't know. Use all your... This is the last race for Vegas this week, so we got to use them all.
He hit the whole card on a and got himself a 21.
He hit the jackpot.
Blackjack. Hit the jackpot. Didn't craps out. That's about all I know.
Yeah. Let's go come down and share his victory with the fans here on the front stretch. Do a little celebratory donuts here at Vegas. And get win number 1 of the season for the 15 of Nicholas Moreau. Gonna have to watch out for him, though. He is gonna be tough. He's gonna be one of those contenders we were talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. He hasn't won one this year, but he got second at Long Beach, and he was up into the in contention to win last week too. So yeah, he's gonna be tough.
All right, let's look at the results here for the race here tonight at in Vegas. As he parks it on the start finish line, it's going to be Nicholas Moreau taking home the win. The number 15 Toyota does it, gets it parked in victory lane here. Second place is going to go to the 57 of Jonathan Atkins. A good rebound for him as well with that different tire strategy. You got Brett Gardner in the 00. Contender all night. Solid finish for him in third. Fourth place going to the 27 of Clark Ginnigan. Teammate Justin Gann right behind him in fifth in the number 3. You got Stephen Hassett. Awesome showing for him. His first showing here in the Truck Series as of late. 6th spot. Fred Moreau comes from the back. Finishes in 7th place. 8th place for Casey McMullen. That late tire call to stay out plays out for him. He gets a top 10. 9th place for the 18 of James Morris. After starting outside front row, he finishes in 9th. 10th spot for the 99 of Michael Thwaites. 11th spot for the 24, that is William Lark. Simon Magid comes home in 12th spot. 13th for Ted Pullen. 14th going to Donnie Batiste. 15th, Brendan Polt. 16th, Alan Duranco. 17th going to Dave Nestor. 18th for Eric Driggins. 19th, Martin Garreau. And 20th spot going to the 12 of Shad Curran.
Marshall Johnson comes home P21 tonight, followed by Christopher Harris in 22nd. Tony Solari comes home 23rd with Ryan Chapman in 24th. Jack Ritchie comes home 25th. Derek Catt 26th. Joshua O'Connor comes home 27th. Aaron Satcher, after a great run, has to settle for a 28th position tonight. Chris Beck 29th. Joseph Burgess 30th. J.C. Evans was in the top 10 late there, but he comes home 31st. Kyle Malikin 32nd. Barry Kramer 33rd. Chris Gore 34th. Michael Blackner 35th. Victor Fluger 36th. Brian Bliss 37th. Robert Malikian 38th. Chad Lang 39th. Alex Murphy 40th. And Tanner Tomasi will rounds out the field in 41st spot.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here. We're going to take a quick commercial break there. We're going to come back, talk to our top 3 finishers, see what they have to say about tonight's race. Exciting race, especially towards the front at Vegas here. 2 and 3 wide. It's a lot of fun, man. But we'll see what they have to say. We'll do all that on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
The best team.
And the best customers.
You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here at Las Vegas, finishing up the Sim Racing Points Truck Series Las Vegas 200 here on Full Throttle Television. We're going to kick it over to our post-race show presented by Sim Racing Points and talk to our top 3 finishers, starting with our 3rd place finisher, which is Mr. Brett Gardner. See if we can pull him up. I don't know. We've talked to him before. Let's see if we can get him to come out of his shell. Let's talk to our 3rd place finisher, Brett Gardner. Brett, man, congratulations. 3rd place finish. What a wild one it was out there. A lot of 2 and 3 wide racing all night. You guys are probably wore out, but man, it was a lot of fun to see everybody being able to use all the room on the track there. But it had to be intense behind the wheel.
Yeah, very much was. That whole race was, it was just killer. That was a really fun race, honestly, from my perspective. I know that there were shenanigans and stuff that happened toward the back 2/3, I guess, of the field every so often with the occurrence that happened there toward the end up front. But I mean, where I was, I had a blast the whole time. Just had a good race. The truck was really hooked up, and the racing was just fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to watch. At times, I was finding myself being more of a fan than a broadcaster, just watching you guys go at it out there 2 and 3 wide. It looks like you were able to utilize that top side a couple of times. You going forward, going backwards. You make one mistake though in these trucks, it seems like you can really lose a lot of positions. Just losing momentum. It seemed like it was a momentum game out there.
Yeah, very much was. I know in my case, especially whenever I would kind of lose that momentum, I kind of made it a point to not try to force it back. I feel like that's a good way to just get ran over. So if anything happened, I was okay and just let it happen, and we'll try it again, because the lanes were just changing constantly. Like, you could take any corner the way you kind of needed to around behind someone, and it kind of just worked for our truck. So that's probably why the racing was so fun from my perspective as well. It was just a good handling truck.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was at times we were on edge, but it looks like everybody was pretty much hooked up front. You guys were able to, like I said, move around, use whatever lane you kind of wanted to. It did look like it was a lot of fun out there. I kind of missed being out there, to be honest with you, watching the craziness out there. But yeah, 2 and 3 wide racing. It'll take them a racing like that will take a toll on you mentally, just because of how hyper aware you need to be of your surroundings out there, especially 3 wide. You got one left, one right. You might have one breathing down your back behind you. Then when he gets close, your truck gets loose. Like, there's so many factors. There's so much. It's a thinking man's game out there when you're pack racing like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I know the cautions are definitely annoying, but at the same time, they're kind of a saving grace that let you just kind of catch your breath after that intense racing. So it's kind of a win-lose, I guess. It's not a great situation, but it happens, and it worked out to really help reset the pace, I think, for each of those restarts, keep my head in the game.
I think it's a really good point too. Like you said, it's kind of a break. You got to kind of reset and cool off, take a drink, do whatever you need to do, and get ready for that next restart, which is going to be intense. So
I had to drive with my left foot for a little bit. I had a bad cramp there in the middle of that long run, so I was very thankful after we started slowing down a bit, and I was able to kind of down my drink that I, for some reason, put way too far away from me.
Wow, that's crazy. And the thing is, too, a lot of people don't think, oh, it's just you just switch feet. No, it ain't that. Like your mental cues go off as soon as you start driving that. Yeah, it's like that's your braking foot. You're not doing all that.
Yeah, no. Luckily, because the air, I don't think I had anyone in front of me at the time. Could just kind of hold it open with barely anything, and it really wasn't a big issue. So I am thankful for that time right there.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, great run out there in that a 3rd place finish. You were in contention all night, and looking like you're going to be a strong contender all season. Love to see it, man. Look forward to it. But go enjoy that 3rd place tonight, man. And we'll look forward to seeing you maybe farther towards the front in future races for sure, man. So I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and sponsor plugs.
Yeah, thanks, y'all. Again, just shout out y'all. Fun league that we've been part of, and I guess shout out tonight to my cat, who's my crew chief. He has been purring on my lap for the last 30 minutes saying, get out here. So I'm going to do what he says, and thank you guys. Looking forward to Darlington next week.
Absolutely, man. Love to hear it. All right, man. We'll see you next week. Darlington's next week. That's going to be a fun one. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
Your 3rd place finisher tonight, that's Brett Gardner, getting it done in the 00, double alt. I remember Buckshot Jones in the 00. That's the first driver I think of as a 00. But
Yep.
anyway, let's move on. I think you got our second place finisher down on pit road. That's Jonathan Atkins.
That's right. I'm down here with high, wide, and handsome Jonathan Atkins making that high side work all night long. Almost had it there at the end. What more did you need to do to get the lead away from Nicholas Moreau there?
I think I needed about 100 yards before the caution came out. But
And you were passing him on the bottom, no less. High and
yeah,
wide all race long, and then try to get to because you had to pass him on the bottom.
yeah, I think I had showed my hand enough that he knew where I was going, and he left it open, and it stuck down there pretty good in 1 and 2, and then it stuck in 3 and 4, and I'm like, okay, I could probably get close to clearing him in 1 and 2 again, but just didn't work out that way. So
And
I'll take a second.
they were 3 wide behind you there for a split second as you were trying to make that pass. But talk to me about your pit strategy of taking that tires on that one short pit that put you off kilter.
Well, I was a little nervous on fuel, and I was worried about that. And then I thought, well, if it goes green from here, I'm gonna want a set of tires. And it had it gone green to the finish, I think probably would have ran Nick back down. But that didn't work out either. And then like, well, I don't want to be out here on 15 lap old tires, so we all took tires, and then I was out of tires, so I had what I had. But
Yeah, we were watching, and we knew because you were one of the only guys to come down pit road that one time and get tires, and it was working great. You had made your way all the way back up to the front of the field. I think you were up to third when Nick. Actually, I think you were taking the lead from Nick when he pitted. But then you got back out, and you were 7 seconds behind them, and I was wondering if you were going to have enough time, but cautions came out, and yeah, definitely kind of ruined that strategy a little bit, so we didn't see what happened. But yeah, talk to me about that high wide you had going on there. You were one of the only ones that were running up there all night long.
yeah, I just couldn't. At 1 and 2, I could run the bottom okay, which is rare at Vegas because of the bumps, but I could really do okay down there. But 3 and 4, I could not run the bottom at all. It just push all the way up the racetrack. So I had to kind of pitch the car in the corner in 3, and it would stick up there. Especially on older tires, I could really run the fence and make up good time. So it was a lot of fun. I probably the most fun I've had racing at Vegas. I normally don't like the almost drafty, not drafty racetracks, and we had a lot of fun there. A lot of 3 wide racing, and
Yeah, I think that was the number one thing that Brody and I said all night long was, and they're 3 wide because it wasn't just you guys up front. You guys, the whole pack was 3 wide throughout the entire pack. So it was exciting racing. It looked like a lot of fun. Brody already said that he kind of almost wished he was out there with you guys. Me, not so much, but great job tonight. Came up 1 spot short, but second place is going to be a good points night. So I'm going to leave you the opportunity to give some shout outs and sponsor plugs.
yep. First off, thank you guys for putting on the show and all that comes with that, and all the sponsors. Thank Wyatt for all the work he puts in. He doesn't even really like to race the trucks, but the setup was awesome. Just go anywhere really. Thanks Shock Eye, all my teammates there, Donnie, Tanner. Tanner was fast too, and he got in the way of himself. And then Studio 10 Rats, Miller Family Trucking, Speed Ranch, Churchill Roofing, Bab Construction, and then last but not least, my smoking hot wife.
All right. Well, go get some Energizer batteries, and we'll see you next weekend at Darlington.
See ya.
All right, Brody. I think you might have one happy Canadian up there.
Yeah, actually,
there.
down here, down over here.
Down there.
Yeah, up
Down there.
wherever we're at. We're in Victory Lane though with the 15 of Nicholas Moreau. Getting it done tonight. Richie said that maybe that easy. What is it called? Easy crew worked out pretty well for you tonight.
Yes. Yeah. I cannot say the opposite. Yeah. Thanks for the easy crew that the help that gave me is pretty awesome.
Listen, that's what I said to Brett and Richie was talking about with Jonathan. Racing up there was crazy, man. 2 and 3 wide most of the night. It had to be a lot of fun, but also a little stressful at times. You had to kind of come through the pack just a little bit there, and you saw it all in your windshield there. It was wild, but it had to be a little fun.
Yes, it's kind of fun, but like you said, it's stressful too because you want to cross the finish line at the end, and well, it not happened for a lot of us. But yeah, so you have to be upfront to avoid all crashes and stuff. And first of all, I was not fully confident about my quality setup, but so starting that far back definitely wasn't you know ideal for me. But it was a solid race for me, especially with the results for sure.
Yeah, 8 spot. That wasn't too bad in qualifying. You had to kind of come through the field a little bit there, but you saw enough in front of you. It seemed like when your truck, though, when you got out front and got that clean air, it seemed like it was hard to handle there. You had Brett Garner back there behind you at one point, just riding. He was trying to make some moves, but couldn't seem to gather the momentum. It seemed like your truck was really strong off the corner.
Yeah, I had a very great long run with Clark. I think the number 27 truck.
Oh yeah.
He races really well. He knows how to drive, and he didn't try to destroy his tires behind me. And I was looking at him every single corner to just to see where um, he go, just because I wanted to give some dirty air as much as possible. And I think that worked at some point. And then yeah, so we had to pit on the green at that time.
Yeah, you had Atkins on the fresh tires catching you there at one point as well. I was wondering if you were moving up trying to give him some of that dirty air as well when he started catching you guys with those fresher tires. I know it's kind of was on your mind when you saw him coming back there.
Yeah, I was like, okay, he will pass because he have momentum, he have fresh tires, and I don't have to. I cannot battle with him at that point. And even at the end, I mean, I tried. I knew that he will, he preferred to run on top. My truck was better at bottom, but I had to try something to block him. So
Yeah.
I did that. He crossed me over to the bottom, and then yeah, yellow came out in my favor.
It come down to inches there at the end. He raced all race, and it comes down to inches there at the end, man. So it's pretty wild, man. Congratulations once again. I'm going to throw it to Richie though. Richie, take it away.
Just congratulations, Nicholas. Another great race by you. I'm still waiting for the official results of the points, but preliminarily you have a now 20-point lead in the point season. So you just with this win, you took over the points lead. So great job.
Yeah, thank you. So finally, yeah, I mean, the start of these actual season is, super speedways, road course, and um, some fuel managing and penalty last week. Yeah, so finally, I take that one for sure.
Oh, that's right. We did talk after the race last week, and you had that speeding penalty. Was a redemption run, I guess, a rebound from that. So, and officially, I can say it is 22 points, a 22-point lead for over Brett Gardner in second. So, man, congrats on that for sure. Solid run tonight. You put everything together, put everything out of your mind from last week. You come out there, you run strong, stayed out front, had that clean air. And it come down to inches, but you're right. The caution flies, and you're out front. That's all it needs to happen, and you take the win, man. So congratulations. I'm going to throw it to you. Let you do your shout-outs and your sponsor plugs.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the work. Thanks, Fred, for always helping me with some testing. Thanks, Transit, is Web Pro, and obviously, Easy Crew.
Yeah, I got to check out Easy Crew for sure, man. Well, congratulations once again, man, on the win. First one of the season, probably not the last one, though. You know how Nick does. He gets on these rolls, and you got to watch him. So out front, he's going to be hard to catch. Congratulations. We'll see you next week as we head to Darlington.
Yes, sir, guys. Yeah.
There's your winner tonight, Nicholas Moreau, the number 15, getting it done here at Vegas. And Richie, it was a wild and crazy one. We had a big one there at the end. And like I said, it came down to inches with the 15 Moreau being out front when the caution flies.
Yeah, we had a little bit of everything tonight. Some really great racing, some 3 wide, almost 4 wide action. As you said, the big one towards the end, and then a green white checkered that was yellow yellow checkered. So we had a little bit of everything.
It was points shake up as well. Nick Moreau taking the lead over Brett Gardner. Got the 17. Ryan Chapman having issues tonight, and he drops in the points.
The debut of the Ram in our series tonight. So debut of Dodge Ram. So we had a little bit of everything tonight. New truck, everything.
Third place for Brett Garner, and of course 6 for Hassett there as well. A lot of solid finishes for some of these guys. Casey McMullen, James Morris finishing in 9th. Michael Thwaites, he was up towards the front. He run in top 10 pretty much all night. Finishes in 10th spot. So we had some comers and goers, I guess you'd say. And one guy, Justin Gann, went to the back, come back to the front. Your winner last week. He kind of rebounded and finishes in 5th. So good run for a lot of these guys.
Yeah, like I said, we saw a little bit of everything. Guys coming, guys going, guys staying up front. And what we did see was a lot of racing throughout the entire field.
Well, next week, you thought we had a challenge so far. Next week, Darlington Raceway for the Truck Series. You do not want to miss that one. These guys are going to be put to the test at the Lady in Black. The track too tough to tame. We'll see who can tame it. Next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series. You want to watch it right here on Full Throttle Television. You do not want to miss that race. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look forward to that one. But that's going to do it for us here at Vegas. It's going to be Nicholas Moreau getting it done here at Las Vegas for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series. That's going to do it for us. My name is Brody Hanna. Beside me, Richie Coy, everybody at Full Throttle Television. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week from South Carolina.